going on, fellow ghosts, gamerheads, anime nerds, and renegades? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Raven37 Actual, aka Raven37 Active Fool. That's 2 zeros, not O's, aka Mr. O Minds in the chat, aka Raven. And no, you're not saying double. This is a reaction that I am re-recording because somehow. Okay, I need to explain to you guys what happened. I am a gaming streamer as well as a reactor. As a matter of fact, I've been streaming games for about between 5 and 6 for 7 years, somewhere along that amount of time. So when I'm not doing reaction videos, most of the time I am streaming or playing the game. And so one way I had started doing these reactions was that I would do them while I was streaming on Twitch. I would do a part of the stream, and then it would be just me playing the game, and then I would switch to this frame, and then I would continue the stream, and I would record me reacting to music. However, I guess the algorithm of Twitch picked it up eventually, and they sent me a notice saying basically, if you keep putting copyrighted stuff in your streams, then it will DMCA you. And so I was like, okay, cool. I'll just make the videos. I'll just do the recording, but leave it unpublished, and then I'll download it, which I have been able to do in the past, but apparently they've changed some stuff around on Twitch. So when I downloaded the Slaughterhouse reaction, apparently they DMCA cut a huge portion out of the song, and I was completely unaware of it. Like even after posting, I went back and watched the video, and the cut happened so quickly that I couldn't initially tell that something in the song had been altered. And then I went back and watched it a few more times and realized, no, wait, this reaction was way longer than this, and it took me a while. And then so I want to give a special shout out to, I want to make sure I get your names right. Hold on one second. I want to give, I'm pretty sure one of them is Lorraine Dennison. Lorraine Dennison is the GOAT. She's one of the GOATed members of the channel. She has been here since day one. She might not say much, but she pop in on every video and say something, and I appreciate the hell out of her. But let's see. Yep, Lorraine Dennison. Good morning from the UK, Raven. There's an issue with their Slaughterhouse reaction. There's a huge chunk of the reaction missing, and I went back and watched it right then, and I was like, I just watched the video and music played throughout. Can you send the timestamp where the error occurred? So the missing section is on Slaughterhouse 1148. There's a massive jump in the video. The whole section of the video is missing, and that was Jan. So shout out to Jan as well. And then also, I believe there was one more person who, it was a newer chatter or commenter. Yeah, it was Harry. Harry was the one who confirmed it, the last comment that I saw. He's like, yeah, there's a huge portion of the song missing. And so it was after that, yeah, the other commenter is correct. We only saw the very first part of Slaughterhouse at the very end. So after that, I went back and watched the video and watched the video and watched the video. And then I noticed the jump cut, and I was like, holy shit. It got like 30 seconds of song and like a minute and a half of me talking. So I'm extremely sorry. I apologize about that. It was not something that I did on my end. All I did was download the video, edit what the Twitch app allowed me to download, and then thinking that was the entirety of the song, I just edit essentially where the video begins and where it ends, because I do a little like pre-warm up and stuff before I actually start speaking on these reactions. So yeah, there's a little bit of a beginning I have to cut off and a little bit of an ending I have to cut off. But other than that, I typically don't alter my videos. These are all non-scripted. I want it to be like a genuine reaction type of thing, which does kind of take this video like a little bit off of that track, but at the same time, I feel like it's very important for me to give Slaughterhouse the attention it deserves, because my initial reaction, I had some very insightful points, and I can't remember them all, but I'm going to try to like react to it and as genuinely as I possibly can. And any points that do stick out to me, as I always do, I highlight them and point them out to you guys and do my usual commentary. But thank you guys so much for pointing it out. I would hate for any of my content to be lacking or to be like or to seem unfinished or anything like that. That was a finished product. It was just a finished product based off of incomplete footage that I was able, because I've tried to re-download it from Twitch today, and it's still that cut up version. Like, so they won't let me download the full reaction for whatever reason. So from now on, I won't record my reactions on Twitch. I will just strictly record it through OBS and upload it straight to YouTube. So sorry about the mix-up. I apologize sincerely, but shout out to you guys for pointing it out and helping me get it found and fixed. So today we're going to address that issue by checking out, you guessed it, Ren featuring Kid, Slaughterhouse. So without further ado, because I've been yapping for like 2 minutes. Okay, that's quite some time. Alright, the song is only 3 minutes and 40 seconds. Let's get it. This is Ren Slaughterhouse.
Somebody, anyone help, I've been going through hell. Hell, I've been going through. Hell, I've been going through. I've been at odds with myself. I've been so lost in my health. I've been feeling like deleting myself. Man, I've been going through hell.
Walls are closing for the chosen. Bodies ripped up, zipped and frozen. One by one we'll all fall down. Welcome to the slaughterhouse.
Crawl over shards of shattered glass, a masterclass of surviving inside a plaster cast. Martial artist, Arkham Asylum, night's darkest. Half-heartedly, haphazardly start this. Shallow tombs, open wounds that don't heal. Cold steel incision, a mountain made a molehill. Through fields of the valley of doubt, I pass out, revive with the mouth to mouth. I stay locomotion, move with a chokehold. Goalpost moving, grow up then grow old. Hocus pocus, voodoo and black holes. Tobacco, I light up with my hat low. The last of the prophets, heaven sent Nephilim, roaming the earth with a severed wing, while the sword of Damocles is beckoning, heckling thoughts that torture porcelain skin. Who's the kingdom come king that brings the contrast to conquer his sins I bring? Whispers caught by the wind aboard the fetus and here, roaming the earth with a severed wing.
Okay, so yeah, I just want to comment on what I heard in the first verse. I'm not going to try to say the same things that I said in the first video, because I mean, that video's still up, so it's, I mean, if you want those points, you can just check out the abbreviated version. But this is just me trying to expound upon what I did pick up in this listen through of the song. But just that consummate feeling of, man, I've been going through hell. It's I don't know, that line always sticks with me, because it doesn't really matter what your station in life is. Like, in some way, you going through hell, and it don't even have to be like, you could be financially secure, you could be in a relationship, you could be through, you know, not wanting for anything, but still going through hell. It's a really interesting concept there, because it's something that, like, once again, the reason I feel like we're all Ren fans is because we find his music so relatable. And one concept of like you see the imagery in the video, like Ren is being chased around by these unfaced like pursuers, and they're you know, you get them strapped to the chair, and there is, I don't know if any of you guys suffer from anxiety or something, but there's this feeling, even when shit's going good, that, you know what I'm saying, like something around the corner, something nefarious is waiting just around the corner, and they call it waiting for the other shoe to drop. I think I may have talked about it on stream before, but there is a very real concept of that in everyday life, no matter what your station is. So I do find that, he espousing that in this song, especially at the very beginning, like that's the very first thing you hear in this song is, man, I've been going through hell. Like that draws you in, because you hear it and you like, you been going through hell for real, man. Me too, shit. You know what I'm saying? So once again, just even though he is talking about some wild shit in this song, like we all know he talking about some wild shit in this song. But the first lines of the song are definitely poignant, talking about, somebody, anyone help, is definitely poignant. We're gonna listen to it one more time because I've been yapping for a minute now, but let's get it.
Somebody, anyone help. Anyone help, I've been going through hell. Hell, I've been going through. Hell, I've been going through. I've been at odds with myself. I've been so lost in my health. I've been feeling like deleting myself. Man, I've been going through hell.
Walls are closing for the chosen.
He said, I'm deleting myself. And I think that is essentially what, the trials and things we face in everyday life, they chip away pieces of us. And it's just a way of the world. When you think about a child and their view, like think of your view of the world as a child. Think about how your experiences on a day-to-day basis just slowly chipped away at it until it formed the adult that you are now. It can be a hellish, experience, and it definitely feels like you're deleting parts of yourself to attain or grow or evolve or learn or however you want to process it. But at the same time, in order to, we're containers that can only hold so much. So in order to retain that capacity, we have to lose something to gain something. Like there's knowledge that you have now that you didn't have when you were younger, but there were things that you knew when you were younger that I promise you can't remember now. So it's a trade-off. But there's definitely a feeling of, as you get older and as you deal with things as they come, which in life they always tend to come at the worst times, you feel like you're losing pieces of yourself. And I don't know, I really empathize with that line and the vulnerable position he's in. Like, sitting there cradling his knees, like that's very telling. When somebody's sitting there in that sort of posture, that's a very, I feel alone posture. Like if I have to hug myself, like there's nothing around me that could comfort me but me. That's a very isolating, islandish feeling. And, I think we all feel it sometimes. So definitely some shit to think about in just those first lines. And then Kit comes in singing. Her voice is beautiful, man. We're not gonna disrespect that.
I've been feeling like deleting myself. Man, I've been going through hell.
Walls are closing for the chosen. Bodies ripped up, zipped and frozen. One by one we'll all fall down. Welcome to the slaughterhouse.
And then the beat drop is nasty. Gotta give him that.
Roll over shards of shattered glass, a masterclass of surviving inside a plaster cast. Martial artist, Arkham Asylum, night darkest, half-heartedly, haphazardly start this. Shallow tombs, open wounds that don't heal, cold steel incision, a mountain made a molehill. Through fields of the valley of doubt, I pass out, revive with the mouth to mouth, I stay locomotion, move with a chokehold, goalpost moving, grow up then grow old, hocus pocus.
See, you heard what he said? He said, locomotion, move with the chokehold. And he said something else, and he said grow up and grow old. But that's kind of like the process I was talking about, like that chipping away of yourself. That's really what it means, you know. You just, all those innocent bits get chipped away from you, and it's just up to you, like what formation you take as you get older. Because you know, all those innocent pieces getting chipped away from a form can leave it quite jagged if you think about it. But it's up to the encounters that material interacts with over time, and whether those edges become, you know, piercing or smooth or rounded off or well rounded or however you want to put it. But it's really up to the individual and their experiences that shape them, because these experiences are universal. Like feeling like life having you in a chokehold, feeling like you growing up like in the blink of an eye, feeling like time is passing and you're not where you thought you would be. Like these feelings are universal. So the only difference between how each individual is shaped by these experiences is how we react to them. So definitely, you know, try to keep that. I'm not gonna say try to keep that innocence, because that's what we lose, but try to keep well-rounded, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Stay well-rounded. If ain't nobody told you today, stay well-rounded.
Haphazardly start this. Shallow tombs, open wounds that don't heal. Cold steel incision, a mind made a molehill. Through fields of the valley of doubt, I pass out, revive with the mouth to mouth. I stay locomotion, move with a chokehold. Goalpost moving, grow up then grow old. Hocus pocus, voodoo and black.
That's what he said. Goalpost moving, grow up and grow old. Because we were all. I've seen and felt the goalpost move several times just in my life. In my 39 years of being on this planet, I felt the goalpost moved from when I was a kid, being told, oh yeah, you go to school, you get the degree, you get the girl, you get the house, you get the 1.5 kids, you get the job, all that stuff. Like, that's not necessarily the way things are anymore. So yeah, the goalposts do move, and they just say that's a part of life. So then you get the next line, grow up and grow old. And yeah, tobacco light up with my hat low, like, yeah, man, shit make you need a cigarette, bro. It's crazy.
With a chokehold, goalpost moving, grow up then grow old. Hocus pocus, voodoo and black holes. Tobacco, I light up with my hat low. The last of the prophets, heaven sent Nephilim, roaming the earth with a severed wing. While the sword of Damocles is beckoning, hackling thoughts that torch your porcelain skin. Who's the kingdom come king that brings the contrast to conquer his sins? I bring whispers caught by the wind aboard the fetus, and here lies the body of Ren. And pain makes men out of boys that were lost, it's across to the homies. And some get body bags, it rag tagged, and it still hurts low key.
Facts. Shout out to all my peoples, man. I lost a lot of people along the way on this journey. As a black kid growing up on the east side of Atlanta, man, there was a lot of kids that I took the school bus with when I was in elementary school that I ain't see in high school, and there's a lot of people that I went to high school with that I ain't get to see walk across the stage when it was time to graduate. So, you know, life gives and life takes, man. So just shout out to everybody that we done lost along the way. Y'all gone but not forgotten. Just had to say that. I don't know why, but I had to.
Some get body bags, it rag tagged, and it still hurts low key. These concrete streets breed wolves from sheep in the land of the holy. And the legend don't die, I love that guy, this one's for the broskies. Pedal to metal, you know how we The devil and Jezebel coming for A jackal is hiding inside of my Taking your rosy cheeks, painting them blue, turning your clique into skeleton crew, stripping the soul from the base of your shoes. So watch my tongue, my words are laced with I'm lying in truth, it's a fire in the booth. Switch up the star like bisex, impress your heavy lift, tricep, bicep, I flex the thunder and lightning writing on Tesla. Connect direct, it hurts.
I think this visual is really interesting because to me, it could kind of represent like the two sides of Ren. Like you got, you know, the Ren that we know, like the storyteller, and that's like, and then you got shit talking Ren that's just pretty much a head without a body. It was just like, I say some shit like, how your mama doing? You know, last time I met her, like last time I seen her at Five Guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. It's just a really interesting visual, and I don't know what to make of it, so I'm just kind of like grasping at straws for it. But it does sort of to me, because like, looking at this one's kind of like fantastical sitting there with a sword, all like, I don't know. And then the other one is just like a smiling head. I don't know. The visuals are always perplexing, man. It's the only way you can fucking describe them.
Bicep, I flex the thunder and lightning writing on Tesla. Connect, direct, pit horse disconnect. Working in a lab, a mad bad lad Dexter. Coming for your neck, the head that collector. A million degrees, graduate semester. A bullet in the knee till you kneel to the emperor. They say, he say, she say.
People like to pick as humanity erodes.
OKK with an AK pointed at the KKK. That's how you kill a ghost. Killer ghost, giddy sick of the most. QB quicker on the trigger, click, 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 click. Empty chamber, fill it, reload. I cock it and hold. Bullet in the chamber, explode. And burrow through the pricks, go, let's go. Welcome to the slaughterhouse, sucker making crack. When I spread, that's the bread. I'm the butter and I bled. For the love of music dead. Undercover, tell the coroner I left. Resurrect, motherfucker, G. Sick, yeah, I'm sick. I think I told you that I'm sick. Suck a click, and when I pull up on your click. Click, click, click. Homicidal, traumatic. Welcome to the slaughterhouse, bitch.
Yeah. Squid Games Ren edition. But nah, man, I was definitely surprised. Well, I wasn't surprised by that, but I predicted it like right before it happened the first time I watched this video, and I was like, watch it be Ren in the mask that just shot Ren, and it's just like, it's what are you supposed to make of that? You know what I mean? It's so many levels that speaks to you on, because it's like he's killing himself, he's killing a part of himself, maybe. The whole rap, he's really talking about losing parts of himself, body, like parts of him eroding, that sort of thing. Talking about he's sick. I know I'm sick, and But then at the end, he started spitting some real bars at the end, like talking about the broskies, which I assume was a nod to Joe and things like that. But I've lost homies on the road in my life too. So I could definitely relate to the bars he was spitting at the end of the song. And overall, it was just a great rap song, man. Like, crazy performance, crazy visuals. The visuals make you think almost, if not just as much, more than the actual lyrics themselves. Because, I mean, it's just like, it's so visually ensnaring and engaging. But definitely a dope ass song. And I just once again apologize. I don't know what happened with that first time I reacted to it, but this song deserved another shot and a full reaction, because you guys are a great community, and I wanted to make sure I gave this song its proper due. So thank you guys for tuning in for this song. And now we're going to flip the script, and we're going to go into a second song I have for you guys. Now, if you tune in specifically for the Ren stuff, I completely understand. And there's no harm, no foul if you want to click off the video now. But I do have another song. It's by Hobojohnson. You may or may not have seen or heard of him. Maybe from one of my previous videos. Maybe from another place. But Hobojohnson and the Lovemakers, I found their band's music to be really intriguing and interesting. And so I definitely wanted to keep delving into their catalog, along with doing when I do Ren rap songs. Like, if we can explore other rappers that have similar, it's got to be meaningful, and it can't just be yapping. But if it's meaningful, then I try to get songs in there that I think you guys might like. So I'd definitely like to know down in the comments how you guys feel about this song. But the name of it, interestingly enough, is also the name of one of the greatest Shakespearean epics that you will have ever heard, and that's Romeo and Juliet. But it's a new take on it, and it's by Hobojohnson and the Lovemakers from the album Fall of Hobojohnson. 7 years ago, this song was released. So that's how long I've been fucking with Hobojohnson and them. So they were younger, a bunch of rowdy little kids back then. Like, that's how he looks now. I mean, that's how he looked then. But I can show you, just like, that's him now. He looks like somebody's dad. So that's Hobo. but he's always looked like a hobo. So, that's just his personality. And I always found that endearing about him is that he's always just embraced his personality, his individuality, his uniqueness, awkwardness, and everything in between. He puts that in all his music, and I appreciate the shit out of that. So we're going to take a look at Romeo and Juliet. You guys going to let me know what you think of it down in the comments. But without further ado, here we go.
Oh, that's my shit right there. That's the ticket.
Fair warning. Sorry, I should have done this before. The song starts off a little rowdy, but we did just get done listening to Slaughterhouse, so I feel like, the energy should transfer pretty well. The song starts off pretty rowdy, but I guarantee you, it has its own thing. So just like, I just had to preface that. Sorry.
Oh, that's my shit right there. That's the ticket. Give me the ticket. Give it to me, baby. You know it. I'm too emotional. Good luck to my future wives and the future lives without me. You guys will do great. I'm sure that I've prepared you for every guy you'll date, and every guy you'll marry, and every guy you'll hate. It's the lullabies I sang out of tune. That's probably what did it. Or my twin size mattress that I had since I was 7, that we have to sleep on whenever she spends the night. And if she falls off again, she'll find another guy to like, which is Romeo and Juliet. But getting drunk and eating Percocets, but just to ease the stress. But soft with light, the yonder window breaks. It is the east, but Juliet just puked off the balcony. How romantic. Nothing like getting drunk and getting manic on a motherfucking Monday. I brush the bangs behind her lovely little ear as she describes in detail how the end is truly near. Wow. And I'm sure that we could do this for forever, or until we drink the poison, cause she sees some cloudy weather as Rosaline lies in bed seething wide awake because a burning love for Juliet only took a day.
So, as you can see, this is a twist on the Shakespearean epic Romeo and Juliet. It's probably during this time, I think Hobo was like dealing with a breakup of like the girl you see in these flashes from the video and stuff, I believe are supposed to be depicting, or if not, the actual pictures of his girlfriend who like broke up with him prior to him like starting to release all this music. And a lot of his music around this time was about his former girlfriend Ashley. In fact, one of the songs that I played on the channel previously, the February 15th song, where he's playing the guitar saying I'm going to be alone forever, I think that was like one of the first things he made prior, like post his breaking up with Ashley. And Peach Scone, that song that we listened to, that's like him talking to, I'm assuming, like Ashley's new boyfriend or something like that. So he's very willing to put like his like vulnerable, like that side of yourself that you do not present to people in public spaces. He's very comfortable like presenting that in song format, and I've always found that extremely intriguing about him as an artist, because it shows like massive vulnerability, but also an odd comfortability with that vulnerability. And you don't see that much. You don't see too many people being comfortable being vulnerable nowadays. Like, everybody's unbothered, everybody's rage baiting, everybody's too tough and all this other dumb shit. So I found like a younger rap style artist who, or rock rap, whatever you want to call it, style artist that was very much like talking about like, I just got my heart broke, y'all. Fuck this bullshit. So yeah, I definitely I like the music for the style that he raps and the way that he puts his human experience into the song. It's definitely relatable. So yeah, just to give it a little bit more appreciation.
Nothing like getting drunk and getting manic on a motherfucking Monday. I brush the bangs behind her lovely little ear as she describes in detail how the end is truly near. Wow. And I'm sure that we could do this for forever, or until we drink the poison, cause she sees some cloudy weather as Rosaline lies in bed seething wide awake because a burning love for Juliet only took a day.
And if Romeo and Juliet continue to be married, then there's half of a chance that their kids will get embarrassed when all the kids at school all talk about their parents. And Romeo Jr. has to say they're not together. And Junior will dream of the day when he's a man and what he'll do to avoid that 50% chance of his kids feeling the way he feels. So he'll probably just stick with the Netflix and chill.
And that's like, he says it in a comical way, but that's like some generational trauma shit, you know, like a kid seeing a marriage fall apart and seeing like how I talked about earlier, how like when we're children, life seems very like black and white. Things are either they are or they aren't, and so it's hard for a child to reconcile, you know, two people that love each other deciding to not be with each other anymore. And so that may make that child's formative years be like, I sent my mom and dad loved each other to death, but they still like didn't work out, so I'm not finna waste my energy on that shit. You know what I mean? So it's just it's really interesting to see how relationships interpose upon each other, and all of these fragments of ourselves get chipped away, and we get left in moments like these where we're, you know, sitting back on the couch wondering what if and stuff like that. Like, it happens to everybody, and that's one unique thing you will find in a lot of the music I react to, is that I'm reacting to a song about some shit that probably everybody feels 2 or 3 days out the week, if not 3, 4, 5 of them motherfuckers, like that for real type shit. I mean, everybody's lonely sometimes. The human nature is to, even when we were in our most basest form, you know, prehistoric form, like humans were gathering type creatures, and we always have been that way. So even when people like myself, I'm introverted, I prefer my alone time, you know what I mean? But human connection still is important to me. I don't want to make it seem like, oh, fuck everybody and it's just me on this planet. That would be really sucky existence, just having myself for company. But no, man, like a lot of, just to circle back, just a lot of the music that I listen to and react to on this channel is going to be about like shit like heartbreak, anxiety, depression, you know, abuse, whether it be chemical or physical, emotional, whatever. A lot of those types of topics are going to be touched on in the music that I react to on this channel, just because that's the kind of music that resonates with me. So I appreciate you guys for hanging tough with me and going on this journey of emotional discovery and emotional discovery through music. I appreciate you guys. Y'all the GOATs. If ain't nobody told you today, y'all the best community out there. Alright, we gonna get done with this. I'm gonna stop yapping. Let's go.
The way he feels, he'll probably just stick with the Netflix and chill. Dear Shakespeare.
This scene was supposed to be, right here is supposed to be a scene where I play a voicemail that she made for me.
And every sting from every teardrop, from every ring at every pawn shop. I'm not missing both my Christmases. The family would be nice. In my dreams, my kids are happy, and I know that they won't mind one Christmas.
And this one was supposed to be a poem that she wrote, but then she told me not to put it in. She told me not to put it in. Conversations from a couch haven't ever felt the same. Since you looked Dad in the eye and you told him that things are about to change. My mom was made from Adam's rib. And the marriage went south when the snake came back and asked my mother out to dinner. And my dad found out and asked my mom what that's about. And she said, oh, it's nothing. But Dad loves to shout really loud. Loud enough to knock the lamps and dressers to the ground. In my memory, I could hear Chopin's nocturnes playing in the background. A slow train wreck. You close your eyes, but forever hear the sound.
And man, it's tough.
Because that's the sound of people falling out of love.
What I tell you, it's hard. I mean, definitely the sound of people falling out of love is probably one of the coldest and the most heartbreaking rap lines I've ever heard in my life. But Chopin's nocturnes playing in the background, a slow train wreck, you close your eyes but forever hear the sound. And man, that's tough. Because that's the sound of people falling out of love. Like, being able to take that feeling of despair and probably anxiety and like, what the fuck are we gonna do now, and being able to put it to pen, similarly to how like Ren does, that will always fascinate me as a person who appreciates music. So yeah, just shout out to Hobo for being able to channel. I'm sure he's not probably worried about those same issues now, but that's the music that got him to the platform that he has now. If we look at this video has, well, he has, this video has 3.3 million views. Jeez Louise. Who keeps hurting Hobo? He says, bro, this song makes me miss people I ain't even ever met. Had me die. Because it's true, man. Like, that song just makes you feel something. And that's what I hope that all of you get from any music that you listen to and react to with me on this channel, is it make you feel something. And if it did make you feel something, then one way you can definitely show that is by smashing that like button. And even more so, if you enjoy the content and you want to hear more of Brand, The Big Push, Chinchilla, Liv Sangster, Romaine and Caesar, we got some Barry Hendricks in there. We opening up the catalog, man, as time goes by. Or even more hobojohnson. Definitely hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you know the next time I drop another video or make a short or go live or what have you. But for now, I want to wish all you guys a safe, happy, healthy morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is when you're seeing this. And once again, my sincerest apologies about the mix-up on the last Slaughterhouse video. I'm going to leave it up, but I appreciate you guys letting me know so I could go back and make this video. But if you enjoyed this video, I definitely recommend you check out one of these videos over in this corner over here. But in the meantime, between time, you guys stay safe, stay frosty. As always, I'll catch you on the flip side. Actual out.